Good morning, student. This is Shailesh Kumar, and now we are on a channel Think Math, Think Different. Zara Hatke. So the chapter is going on ratio and proportion, and the main topic of this video is that the concept of mean proportion. Now we know what the proportion is. Before this, we have studied the proportion to find the unknown proportion, determination of proportion, etc. So now we know what are the extremes and what are the means. When the mean is missing, then we have to find the mean proportion. So the question in this video will be given to you to make you able, if the mean proportion is missing, then so that you can find that. So student, don't miss any part of this video, otherwise you will not get the full understanding of the topic. That is the mean proportion, and is the main and very much important topic of the chapter ratio and proportion under the subtopic proportion. So let us start this video. Now students, in this video we will learn to find the mean proportion between two given entries. Here the first one is 144 and 225. Now we know in the proportion there are four terms. One is in the pair of first ratio and second is in the pair of second ratio. So here this is 144 is the first term, and let us take, and 225 is the last term. Now the mean terms are missing, so I will write x and x, both are same, are in proportion. After that we will apply the rule. What is the rule? That rule is product of extremes equal to products of means. This implies 144 as a proportion. So one product of means, that is 144 multiplied 225 is equal to x multiply x. Now here you can see that 144 and 225 are the numbers which are the square of 12 and 15. If you multiply 12 two times, you will get 144, and if you multiply 15 two times, then you will get 225. But how will you find this? In order to find this, you will have to find their prime factorization. So let us do their prime factorization by writing x multiply x, that is 144 and 225. I will write it here, x multiply x, and 144. Now 144 is divisible on 2, therefore 72. Now this is also divisible on 2, 36. Now 2, 18. After that 9. Now 9 is divisible on 3, therefore I will write 3 is a 9. 1. 2. How many times are there? 2, 4 times. So 3 and 3. Now 225. As we know, 225 is divisible on 5. Therefore, firstly, I will check, is it divisible on any prime number that is less than 5?
it is not divisible on 2. It is also divisible on 3. Why? Because if you add their digits, 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 5 9, and 9, the sum of digit is divisible by 3. So I can divide this. 3 7s are 21, carry 1, and 3 5s are 15. Now 75 is again divisible on 3. 25. Now 25 is divisible on 5, and just like this. So I can write the prime factorization of 22 to 125 as 3 3 5 multiply 5. Now we will see that on the left hand side we have pair, so in right hand side we will check for the pairs. Now how many pairs are there? 1 2 3 4 5. The first pair is of 2. This is the pair of x, and here pair of 2, pair of 2, pair of 3, pair of 3, pair of 5. Now you can see pairs on the both sides. Now you will cancel all the pairs, and what are you left with? You are left with x 2 2 3 3 5 in face of multiplication. Okay, now your answer will be 2 multiply 2 4, 4 multiply 3 12, 12 multiply 3 36, 36 multiply 5, that is 30 multiply 5 150, and 6 multiply 5 30. 150 and 30, that is 180. So in order to find these type of mental calculation, please subscribe the channel Think Math with Sailesh for the shortcuts of the calculations. Now we are on the second part. Here 0.32 and 0.08. Now we have to find the mean proportion. So let us take x be the mean proportion. Therefore, we know 0.32 ratio x is proportion to x ratio 0.08. Now product of extremes is equal to product of means. So what are the product of extreme? That is 0.32 multiply 0.08 and x multiply x, that is product of means, right? Now you can see I may convert this 0.32 in the fractional form and this 8 to the fractional form. Here you will see 32 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Okay, and 8 can be written as multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Okay, because you multiply 2 multiply 2 4, 4 multiply 2 8, 8 multiply 2 16, 16 multiply 2 32, and 8 2 multiply 2 4 multiply 2 8. Now 100 multiply 100, this is the pair, so no need to break it further. I can write this pair as x power 2. Now as per the earlier question, we will make the pair only. First pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair. How many pairs are there? 1 2 3 4, and we can write and 100 square. Now 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, all pair I will cancel on the both side. So x will be 2, 2, 2, 2 and 100. So my answer is 2 multiply to 4, 4 multiply to 8, 8 multiply to 16, 16 by 100. The answer is 0.16. So in this way I have find the answer for the mean proportion of the second part. Now we are on our third part. Now the question is 1 by 36 and 1 by 9. Where we will take x as the mean proportion, so I can write let x mean proportion. Therefore, it implies 1 by 36 ratio x ratio 1 over 9. Now, product of means is equal to product of extremes. So 1 by 36 multiply 1 over 9 is equal to x multiply x. So 1 over 36 multiply 9 and this is x power 2. Now 36 can be written as 6 multiply 6 and 9 can be written as 3 multiply 3. 9 can be written as 3 multiply 3 and 36 can be written as 6 multiply 6. And this is equal to x square. Now 1 over 6 square, this is 1 over 6 square and this is 3 square and this is x square. Now what shall we do? Now we will skip all the squares. It means all the pairs. So I can write 6 multiply 3 is equal to x. So x is equal to 1 by 6 multiply 3, that is 1 by 18. X is equal to 18. So in this way we have find the mean proportion for the third part. So student, don't forget to get the 100% concept clarity and the various approach to solve the mathematical problem. Please subscribe the Think Math with Sailesh. This is the solution for the mean proportion. First one, second one, and this is the third one. You can see.